So we will be talking about smart hacks to learn top finance roles. You don't need to be a finance person. What we are going to share here, there are universally acceptable principles, okay? It will work anywhere. There are status of general application, meaning that whether you're a finance person, non-finance person, it will work for you, okay? So before we start, we want to look at some of the myths, right, about top roles or top finance roles. Myths, like I said, these are things that are widely believed, but they are not true about top roles, especially finance roles. Okay? So some of the things people used to, so at this point also, I want us to really get involved and engage. Okay? I want us to get involved and engage at this point. This is going to be kind of a discussion so that everybody will participate. Some of the myths that we know or people talk about is that you must know somebody before you must know somebody before you hold on. You must know somebody before you get a top finance role. Is this true of us? Must you know anyone before you? I need you to participate. I want you to use the chat box. True or false? Are you with me? Okay, so people think that you must know someone before you get a top finance roles. For me, again, you say it means because people believe that, but we don't think it's true. Because I will share some personal experiences with you. The last role I did before we started FINGO, right? It's a top finance role. And when I applied for the job, the organization is a girls' rights organization. So they believe their aim is to empower girls. It's an international organization. And that organization, when I applied, a lady in that organization that had been in the organization for almost 10 years also applied. And after the interview, some of my friends called me and said, "Oh, you're not going to get this role, Sam. You're not going to get it. This organization, they prioritize ladies, and the country director is already made up his mind that he's a lady, that he wants a lady because the senior management team, as I then had a lot of male guys, that you need more female to balance the gender, to have a gender balance in the senior leadership team." So I said, okay, but I was still going to, I've given my best. And I just finished the interview. Within less than 24 hours, the country director called me and said that they even sent the offer already. Why have I not accepted? They really want me to get the role. So what I'm saying in essence is people believe that you must know somebody before you get a top finance role. And I'm telling you, it's not true. You can get a role, top roles, without knowing anybody. Okay. Yes, there are instances where connections help. There are instances where you know one or two persons and they can help you, okay, or support you or put a word for you, okay? But many people, especially for some top finance roles, sometimes they are looking for competence. They are looking for people, okay, that have the required skills, the required exposure and certification, that have gone through internship or mentorship, as we are talking about, and they have the merits in terms of they have the experience to perform that role. There are instances, of course, we are not negating that. There are instances where companies, organizations want people that they know or somebody that knows somebody, okay? But I tell you the truth, most times, if you go for an interview and you deliver in that interview, nobody would deny you. In fact, I've had instances in my career. I applied for a role and they had an internal candidate and they created another position for the internal candidate and gave me the role. So you need to understand that as a professional, which is what we'll be teaching you, how you can navigate and get this kind of roles. So you stop when you see opportunity, say, you now start asking, do you know anybody in Shell? Or do you know anybody in ExxonMobil? Or do you know anybody in this company? I want to, or in Dangote, I want to apply. You don't need to know anybody. All you need to know your honors. You need to know your skills. You need to know your exposure. You need to know your experience. And that is what the mentorship program will be doing, to help you gain that confidence and show you some key accounting things and simplify it so that you can be able to. We are going to stray a lot of interview questions and show you how you answer them. Okay, it's a lot of things we are going to be doing. So you don't need to know anybody, and make up your mind that you don't need to know anybody. If peradventure you happen to know somebody, that's an advantage, but don't allow that to stop you. Okay. And that myth is that government jobs are only secure jobs. And I'm saying again, security in jobs. I'm telling you what we are proven. I'm not telling you theory. Security in jobs is not tied to government, it's tied to your skill. You can be looking for secure jobs, you end up earning small money in government, or 45,000, or what's the minimum wage now, whatever, for the rest of your career. But I tell you the truth, as a top finance person and as a top person, if you have the required skill, that skill is your security. No organization can afford to lose you. They will bend, over backwards to keep you in that organization to ensure that you don't go. In fact, they will be afraid. If you tell them you're going on leave, they are shaking. So your security, what we are going to be showing you in the mentorship program, is that your security is not in the job, it's in yourself. You determine the security. You determine the security. The last job I told you I did before I started FINGO, I remember the day I resumed and they did a welcome party for me. During the meeting, the country director was now saying that his only fear is that if I will stay. And that's the point, because your security is not in the job, it's in yourself. When you will know that security is not in your job, go and do, if you do something bad, they will sack you. But if you know your owners, the organization will be afraid of you. You will determine what will happen. So that is the confidence we want to give you through the mentorship program. And that is why you need to be part of it. So why government roles offer stability? Okay, NGOs, private sector, and some of the even remote international jobs can offer better pay, growth, and flexibility, because there are some international opportunities we will share in the mentorship group that you apply for. Okay, and they are remote. You don't need to, you can be anywhere and be doing it. And they are good top finance roles. In fact, there's one somebody shared with me today. I just said, oh, how I wish we have started the mentorship program. The pay is about $45,000. Mentorship, remote job, $45,000. You stay in your house, wake up in the morning, do your work at your time, do your thing, and you collect your dollars. These jobs exist. But the question is, how many people are competent? How many people have the experience? How many people have the skill? How many people can do the interview and pass? That's the question. And that is where the mentorship program comes. Okay. So thirdly, people say that, oh, a university degree guarantees a good finance role. Please, university degree is not enough. Employers increasingly value practical skills and experience and problem-solving abilities more than just certificates. University degree is not enough. I know a lot of people that are chartered accountants. They cannot do practical work. When you give them bank reconciliation, they cannot do it. I'm telling you the truth. So certificates, university, they are not enough. It's having the practical knowledge and practical experience, which is also what the mentorship program will be offering. And that's why you don't have to, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be part of the mentorship program. I don't see any reason, quite frankly. I don't see any reason. It can't even pay for a plate of food in a hotel in Lagos or a Transcorp hotel in Abuja. Okay, so I don't see a reason why you should not be part of it, because it's going to, you will see, it will demystify everything about any of the mystery or the fear around job applications, interviews, performing on your roles. Okay, so people believe that degree guarantees job. It does not. Again, people also believe that there are no good jobs in Nigeria. Okay, this is a lie. There are opportunities in Nigeria, in NGOs, in fintechs, creative industries, healthcare, construction, remote jobs. There are a lot of remote jobs. Some of this Western world, some of these America, London, Australia, all these uh, European countries, and of course, West, some of these people, their young population, most of them are going into creative arts. Most of them are going into things that are not traditional, jobs. So some of them are relying on some of the developing countries to provide the skills in order to bridge the gap that they have in the economy. Okay. Now, if you have those skills and be able to provide these services remotely, there are jobs for you, and you can still be in Nigeria and do it. And it is better for you to be in Nigeria earning in dollars than for you to be in America or in London. Then you pay your bills in dollars, okay? You pay your bills in dollars. You pay your bills in dollars. You do everything in dollars. So I'm earning dollars, but calculate also your expenses in dollars. Okay, you say, oh, when I finish, what is remaining? If I convert it, it's too much money. Will you convert it and turn to Nigeria? So that is actually some of the myths some of the things people say about this about thing they don't understand. But you can be in Nigeria. I know a lot of people that are earning over $15,000 per month in Nigeria, and they go there on holiday and come back. Okay, a lot of people. So people who study abroad, that's the next one. That people who study abroad get better roles than others. If you have international certification because you went to Polytechnic or you attended or you have a BSc from State University, you will not have a good job. It's not true. I attended state universities. In fact, the penultimate role that I did, a role I did before the last role from student FINGO, I was in Nigeria. I was managing somebody in Canada, another person in Kenya, another person in Germany. I was in Nigeria. I was managing people across. Okay, and I went to State University. In fact, I attended Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Okay, so those things are lies. It's the competence, it's the experience. That's my BSc, of course. I had other international certification afterwards, but my BSc, I went to State University. Okay, so but those things are lies. Okay, and you need to understand that. And the moment you are able to disabuse your mind that your certificate is not a limitation, that you can access opportunities no matter the place, no matter the country in the world, from where you are, from Nigeria, because it's happening for others. And there's no reason why it should not happen for you. The moment you disabuse your mind from those things, then you are ready to change the trajectory of your career. The second thing again, also the next thing is that age determines your chances. So, most of these job opportunities will put a minimum, if you are more than 23 years, don't apply. My question is, nobody will give a top role to someone who is 23 years or 22 years or 21 years. Some roles come with experience. So because you have not worked at a graduate level, does not mean that you cannot apply at a top level. And you need to understand, and I will going to show you how you do that. Some of you are afraid. When you see job roles, you are afraid. And that is why FINGO is here. And that's why you need to be part of a mentorship. Because even if you get the roles and you have a challenge, FINGO is also there to support you. That's just the truth, because you're already an alumni of the program. And also people believe that you must leave Nigeria to succeed. And we say it's not true. If you want to japa because you just feel like japa, not because you're looking for opportunity. Everything you want to be, you can be it in Nigeria. I have a lot of friends that got jobs in UK and they don't have ACCA. They're ICAM members. ICAM. They got jobs in UK from Nigeria, and they went to UK and come according to UK. I have a friend also, an ICAM member, who is also a lecturer in a top university. He does not have ACCA. He does not even have ACAWE. That is England and Wales. He does not even have that. That is the ICAM of UK. They call it ACAWE also. So he doesn't even have that. He has ICAM from Nigeria, and he's lecturing in top university in UK. So those things, we are going to demystify it and let you know that what you even have now can actually land you top roles, and will prepare you, will support you. And that will be our job. We are doing this not because of the money. I'm saying here, the money is nonsense. If you finish the mentorship program and you feel you did not receive that, we will return your money. That is our social contract. We'll return it. Right? but the value you're going to have, the impact is going to make for you and your career. It will change everything. Okay, so as we get to the main thing, what are the smart hacks? We are going to just share a few of them here, and we just want to whet your appetite as you go on holiday and return back in 2026 and make up your mind that 2026 will be different for you. Okay, you cannot do the same thing and expect a different result. You can't do the same thing as well. If you can't just start 2026 the way you start 2025 and you expect 2026 will change for you. Give yourself a target that 2026, this is the kind of job I want to get, and this is the kind of salary I want to earn. Like I used to do. I used to write the salary of my vision board. This is the kind of job I want. This is the kind of salary. And we are going to show you, also talk about the power of vision, why you need to do small things. Okay. So when you do that, it's subconsciously, you begin to see yourself. Some people, when you ask them, how much do you want us to pay you? Some people are afraid to even mention the salary that they want to earn in an interview. They are afraid. Do you understand? And some people, they don't know that they are performing so well. They'll go and underprice themselves because they are scared. Okay? So we are going to share some of these few smart hacks here. First is, it is not enough that you roles on your CV. Please. You will see some of the CV, they'll say, I prepare bank account. They don't put their job description on their CV. It is not enough. No employer will consider you because of what you are recruited to do. They will consider you because of what you actually did in your previous role that gives them the confidence that you can perform on this new role you're looking for. We are going to share a sample CV so you'll see what we are talking about, how you do your CV. Okay? So those roles on your CVs are not just enough. Recruiters want evidence. And sometimes how you do this, some of these evidences or how you put them is you need to show that you can do it. You need to talk about the achievements, things you have done. And some of these things, because you're a finance person, they are better represented in numbers and in percentages. Okay? You know, what I'm sharing with you, I will tell you globally, less than 5% of finance applicants do this. And some people, they'll just list all the things in their job role. And you ask yourself, you're just copying and paste. How do I know that you can do it or you did it? You need to be able to show that you can do it. You need to talk about your achievements. And I'll give you an example. We'll see if I'm going to share with you. Okay? But somebody reached out to us to help her work on her CV. We actually charged her $300. Person is based in South Africa. We charged that, we did the CV. I removed the personal information so you wouldn't know the person. But I will show you the CV to see what we did. And these are the kind of things, how we work on your own CV, right? So that you can be able to prepare a CV, even though you think you've not done much. How when we finish the CV, you look at the CV, you'll be asking yourself, is this my CV? And it will give you confidence to do interviews and succeed. Okay? So, secondly, is that you need to gain knowledge on some of the return, I call it return on investment skills. There are some skills that are return on investment. One of them is this mentorship program we are talking about. It's an investment. It's not a cost. The mentorship program is an investment. It is not a cost. Let me repeat it again. It is an investment. It's not. In fact, it is a Christmas gift you need to give yourself before the end of the year. It's not a cost because the knowledge you are going to gain, there will be thousands of returns that will come out of it. I'm telling you, will not teach you practical things. Though. Some of things you learn it by experience, and sometimes before you even learn it, they have sacked you, or you are paid heavily for it. Okay, so some of these skills are advanced Excel. We are going to have session on advanced Excel. We'll start from basic Excel. We want to carry everybody along, and some of the skills, for instance, we know people that are good on Excel. We allow you to talk to your fellow mentees, and then when it gets to advanced Excel, we'll come in and show you, and not just to show you these things, show you how you use them, where they can apply. The people talk about SUMIF, VLOOKUP. Do you really know how to use them? If they give you data sets, do you know how to use it to be able to generate an information that can make meaning to management? So it's not just to cram all the formulas. No, it's to see how you apply them on a day-to-day thing. okay, and how you use and apply them. So we're going to teach you that. That's why we want everyone also to have laptops or desktop, whatever, but you need a computer. Otherwise, you're not going to gain, and you can get a fairly used computer or anything. You need to just be able to participate actively, okay? So we'll teach you presentation skills, we'll teach you leadership. Leadership, very, very important. Leadership. I spent money on leadership. I told myself, understand finance technical skills, but leadership, you need to go and learn it. I went to UK, spent money just to sit in a class to learn about leadership, how you can bring in leadership on your finance role. We are going to give you everything. That's why I say you don't have to miss that mentorship program. So that even if you're a finance officer, when they see how you lead or how you behave, they say this person can be a manager. We call it, you can lead from behind. You don't need to be the organ to lead. You can, from your finance officer role or finance assistant or an accountant, you can lead from there. How you carry yourself, how you get things done. An organization can be able to trust you with more opportunities. Okay? So the third hack is, people don't understand that when you apply for roles, recruiters go to your LinkedIn to check you out. Some of us, I saw your CV, I saw your LinkedIn. I told myself, this is more reason, because everybody that is over almost 400 people that are in the WhatsApp group, they have all their CVs. So, and if you're not in the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group, because that is the first point where you get information on what is happening. Okay. So when I look at some of the LinkedIn profiles, so that's some of the reasons why you have to struggle, because some of your LinkedIn does not even show anything about you. You just open it because everybody's opening LinkedIn. So we are going to audit your LinkedIn page, audit your CV, help you prepare them and make it better. Most of the recruiter, once they have considered you, they go to your LinkedIn to look at, check your LinkedIn to see. And even now, US government has said if you apply for US visa now, they have to check your social media. First place they go is LinkedIn, even before checking your social media platform. Okay, so your LinkedIn is your personal brand or personal billboard or website. Okay, if you are putting heading, for instance, you can put things like financial analyst or finance analyst. You now put /Excel. If you understand Power BI or whatever, or planning and analysis or budgeting, or so put those technical skills, put it in your profile as your profile headline. Immediately somebody looks at it, something strikes what is looking for. If I show you I will show us during the mentorship program, my LinkedIn chart. You'll see a lot of organizations asking if I'm interested in a role. I'll just show you us. So you see that your LinkedIn is actually one of the places you can get roles. But I'm not looking for a job. Some of them just come across your LinkedIn page and say, oh, are you interested? We have this offer. Do you want to consider it? Because of the way the LinkedIn page is. So we'll help you audit your LinkedIn, and you understand that your LinkedIn is actually your billboard, it's actually your signboard. And you need to make sure that everything you have there reflects how you think people should perceive your personality or who you are. And again, if you cannot post insightful things around finance or markets, comment on other people, top professionals that you know. Even, I agree, nice one is something. People are noticing you. Because once you put it, every other person that will comment will see your name and see your profile headline. Okay, we'll talk more about this in the mentorship program. Okay, and then don't go and be following Davido and Wizkid on your LinkedIn. You can follow them on your Facebook and Instagram. Follow top finance professionals. Follow top companies on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not a social media, it's not a platform for social engagements. It's a platform purely for jobs and professional dealings. So you need to follow people who represent that in your sector. Okay, it's very important because all these things affects the perception, how people see you. Then network smartly, not widely. This is also where the FINGO Mentorship Program comes on board. Look for relationship first, not job. Look for relationship first, not jobs. This is where people get it wrong. You see people just DM and say, can you help me get a job? What is that? I don't know you. How can I help you get a job? You can just comment on somebody's DM to say, "Oh, comment, uh, uh, that your post was an insightful one. Thank you very much." Just that kind of comment. The person will reply you with joy, but you have established a relationship. Okay, you have established a relationship. It's very important. So you need to network smartly, not just harassing people on their DM. Okay. Again, for instance, you can maybe, for instance, maybe this tax law, you know somebody that works Ernst and Young or PwC. You can go to their chat and put one question. Just ask the person one smart question. All you are trying to do is not for the person to really respond, but for the person to really be for the person to to pick interest in you, and because you want to draw the person to your LinkedIn page. Okay, so network smart, not worry, not just be DM people say, "Do you have a job? I'm an accountant. Can you help me get a job?" It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. So you need to network smartly. And FINGO Mentorship also will help you because you have like minds, you have people who will work with you and support you to navigate your career. So again, we encourage you to get certifications, whether it's ACA, that's ICANN, ACCA, CFA is for Canada, and CPA is for US. Okay, we encourage you to get any of these four can get you a job anywhere. People say, "Oh, you have to know." I know a lot of people that have ACA that are working in Canada with their ACA. Any of these four can get you a job anywhere in the world. This is the four I can recommend, though, international certifications. Any other one outside there, I would not recommend that. But if you have those other ones, please, I also encourage you to participate, to apply and get these ones. These ones are acceptable anywhere in the world. Okay, so apply early and apply strategically. You will see some people you see that there's a job advert. You wait to the last minute to apply. Let me tell you, recruiters don't have time more. Most of these jobs you see, they receive over 1,000 applications. No, don't have time. They will start from the first person. Once they see 5 CVs they are looking for, they are done. Please understand this trick today. All this time minute application is only when God is in your favor and they just have time. Most of the top roles, recruiters don't have time to go through all those CVs because some of them have done interviews. We've received over 1,000 CVs. How do you review them? So once you start from those that apply early, the moment you see 5, 6, 7, 10 CVs, what you are looking for, you just add the other ones and just end. I'm just telling you the truth. So stop applying. Some people will just apply a few minutes to the deadline. Sorry. And when you even apply, network will hold the thing in your outbox and deliver it 1 minute after the deadline. Always apply early. Always apply early. It comes with an advantage. Okay? So 70% of successful candidates apply in the first 10 days. Study has shown. If you apply early, you have opportunity to get that role. Even if they say it's open for 1 month, apply early. So most job you see, people apply early, get more recruiters view because they are reviewed first. And the moment they see what they are looking for, they stop. No recruiter will have time to review all the CVs. Oh. The CVs are usually very many. I'm telling you, I have been involved in tens of interviews, tens. You don't have time to review all those things. So you apply early, okay? Next is, prepare for the case studies. Prepare for the case studies. What are the case studies? Case studies are usually in the written test. Most of the finance rules will give you case studies in written tests. They will not be asking you, what is bank reconciliation? For I'm using bank reconciliation, everybody can relate. But they can create a scenario and give you a bank reconciliation. Okay, and want you probably to determine what will be the balance as per cash book or what will be the balance as per bank statements. They create scenarios for you. So we are going to be looking at some of those kind of questions. So I will just pick up an opening that I think people can apply, and I will create scenarios or kind of questions that will come. I will bet you one of the scenarios we will deal with in the mentorship program must come out. It may not be exact, but it will be something very similar or something around that particular topic. Okay? So, but it's case studies. You always have that at the back of your mind. People don't ask you because they want to test your practical knowledge or experience on roles. Okay, so look like a finance professional online. I've mentioned that when I talk about LinkedIn. Don't look like a musician. Don't go and wear face cap and put on your LinkedIn profile and say you're a Gen Z. Okay, that is why bankers, they always in suits, because people can only give you money if you look like the money you're asking them for. You need to look like a professional. Go and take a good picture and put it on your LinkedIn. Prepare your LinkedIn very well. Look like a finance professional. Okay? Don't be commenting social things. No, look like you need to have a target for 2026. Otherwise, it will end the same way. Life does not give you what you desire. Life gives you what you demand. And part of the things you need to demand as you enter 2026 are the key things you want for yourself. And everything you want for yourself, you need to look like it. You need to prepare for it. So target companies that have high demand for finance professionals. There are a lot of them. Okay? There are a lot of companies that have high demand for finance professionals, a whole lot of them. And a good example is NGOs. NGOs every day advertising for finance person because donors want to be sure that their money is well managed. So NGOs have a lot of opportunities, and I'm going to share tens of them in the group. Okay, so target those companies, fintech companies, real estate, construction companies. We're going to share some of those openings so that you apply. They are companies that have high demands for finance professionals. Target them and make up your mind that this is where I want to work, and focus on it. So then there's one I did not mention here, but let me just say it. Write your CV write a resume or write a CV that will get you interviews in 6 seconds. And I'm going to show you that kind of CV. Those kind of CV, that's how you write it. And I mentioned that you don't focus on your roles or your duties. You focus on your achievements. For instance, you can say, I improved reporting accuracy by 35%. That's all. And let me shock you, even in applying for jobs, okay, we are going to show you how you write your cover letter. People don't understand that most companies and organizations use ATS. ATS is called Applicants Tracking System or Application Tracking System. It is an automated robot system that when people apply, my former organization, before I started FINGO, use it. The system will go and pick CVs that meets the job requirements. Okay? That meets the job requirements, and it will pick those CVs and shortlist them. It's not human being that will do the shortlist, it's the system. So if you are writing a cover letter, you do your CV, you just have one CV, you don't look at the CV. One CV, you just be sending it. Please, you can have one CV, but when it comes to cover letter, don't have the same cover letter. Look at the job requirements. Look at your skills. Try to use the same word or the same phrase that we are mentioned in the job requirements in your cover letter. Once you do that, you have the highest chance of securing an interview. For instance, don't go and write your CV as somebody who studied English. English is a good course, okay? But don't write your CV as a finance person and you write your CV like someone that did English. You need to know how to use things like I analyzed, I forecasted, I optimized, I automated, I modeled, I optimized costs, I budgeted and analyzed, I ensured successful month-end closing, I reconciled. These are accounting and finance terms. You must make sure that they reflect on your cover letter. Please. I'm telling you now because people say, oh, they are not calling me for interview. I don't understand. It is not that they are not calling you. is that your CV does not reflect what they are looking for. Meanwhile, you have the experience. Or your cover letter does not address those key things that I mentioned. And we are going to show you one hack during the interview, how you will use a free AI to do a cover letter that addresses the specific request of a recruiter and aligning that request to the structure of your CV. Okay, so we'll show you that. So you can use AI. You will say, oh, how do I do it? We can show you a hack there. How you can use AI, you pick a job role, you pick your CV, and then you give you a prompt, you give AI assistant to help you draft a cover letter that's in line with your CV that will address specific job requirements. Such interviews, you must have it. They must call you. So these are some of the small things. Some of you have just one cover letter. You just change the address or you change the position you submit, and you are wondering why they are not calling you for interviews. These are some of the small things. Okay. So, lastly, get a mentor. Get a mentor. Mentors provide you the platform to fly. Mentors help you not to go through the same hurdles and experiences or awful experiences that we went through. So they kind of give you the opportunity to climb on their back so that you can see far than they have even seen. If you really want to succeed, you need a mentor. And that's why you need to join a mentorship program. You just need to join the mentorship program. I don't know how to say it, how to emphasize it, because it will change a whole lot of things about you and about your career. Because some of the things, some of the support you have, some of the knowledge you will gain, some of the people you will network with, some of the people you are going to meet, either our facilitators or our fellow mentees, there are things that will reposition you for 2026. Some of us that are Christians, okay, before you go to 31st night and start shouting amen, start. It's by your work, okay? Amen. Some of us that are Christians also will know that even though God gave the children of Israel the promised land, he still told them to walk through the land. You have to walk through it. You have to cross the rivers. You have to go through the wilderness. It will not just appear. What we are doing is to prepare you, okay, so that you do your own part, and then you cannot allow God or Allah to do the remaining part for you. That's what we are doing. Things will not just change, okay? You must make up your mind to put in the work, and that's the point. But again, we understand how difficult these things are. That's why FINGO has provided a mentorship program to give you that platform to support you. Now, before we end this session, I want to show you a sample CV. Somebody engaged us to work, to do a CV for them. And I changed a couple of things so you will not even know, so you don't have an idea of the person, even though you don't know the person, but just confidentiality. I want to share that to give you a sample of some of the things you are going to be having, kind of how your CV will be restructured. And this kind of CVs, there's no way you will submit a job application and you will not have it. We are saying it authoritatively, not just because we are the ones doing this, but because also we've had the opportunity to be part of series of interviews. So we, to some extent, we believe that we have a level of experience that can be able to preempt what recruiters are actually looking for. So I'm trying to share my CV. Hold on, share the CV, very open, and then after that we are done for today. Please, if you have question, can you please drop it in the chat box? No matter what the question is, we are going to answer them. Please drop your questions in the chat box. If you have your question, drop it so that we can attend to them. Is there any question on the chat box? All right, get these documents. I'm sorry. I can't see the chat box. Please, if you have a question, just so you can read out the questions. Okay. I think I have some charts there. Somebody said, I'm currently preparing for my next ATS exam. So can I write CFA exam while still writing ATS as an undergrad? Yes, you can write it. Nothing stops you. Just check the load, the workload, if you can combine both. I have those days, I qualified almost 17 years ago. Those days we had people who were even, they were writing their ICANN, they were doing their CFA while they were writing, and they were still in school as undergraduates. So if you can do that and be able to handle the workload, why not? If not, okay, just check the workload, check your school workload, look at your ATS, what you're required to do, and then the CFA. Why not? If not, just that CFA is a little bit expensive because you don't pay in naira, but if you can do that, why not? If not, yeah. So, sir, you mentioned earlier that we should start our achievement on our CV. What about those that didn't have experience? They just starting and they are just starting out. Okay. Yes. So that is why if you don't have experience, that is why FINGO Mentorship Program is important for you because it will now help you to create your professional profile. Can you confirm? Can you see my screen? Please confirm. So I want to use it to address the question on about if you don't have experience, how do you start your CV? Okay. So you see what we have here. This particular person asked us to work on her profile, which we did, right? Now, this profile, what we usually advise is you put your picture, your professional picture. So one of the things you have to make up your mind to do, okay, this period, you can use the phone to take a good professional picture. It must not, if you don't have suits, it must not be in suits. You can put up a good shirt, even if it's iron the shirt properly and take a picture. So usually put the picture by the top right-hand corner of this CV. That's what we do, right? And then this is how we do it. So the reason is that people usually connect with you when they see your face. They connect with you. Okay. So, and some people, their face carry favor, right? If you believe that, I believe my face carries favor. Okay, so you put your very professional CV picture, what you have on your LinkedIn, at the top right hand corner there. Okay, here, and then you have your name, so you may be a finance specialist, you may be a finance expert, you may be an accountant, whatever title you put it there. Put your address, location. Please don't put your. Some people used to put their what's it called? Their tribe. Please don't put your tribe. Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. Don't put it. It's not necessary. Because if you put Yoruba and somebody's recruiting is Hausa and the person does not like Yoruba, then you are going to. So don't put all those things that are controversial. Let people find it difficult to really say or to fault your CV. Put everything professional. Okay? Because if you now put your tribe, person who is recruiting may be an Hausa person. And if the Hausa person does not act like Yoruba or does not like Igbo, for an example, I'm just an example, right? I have a lot of Hausa people that are my friend, okay? So, and then you now put it there. The person looks at it. Maybe the person had a very awful experience with a bad person from a particular tribe. You go and put that tribe there. The person will just disqualify you. Don't put your tribe. Just put things out. So you put the address, put your phone number, your phone numbers, okay? And then put your email address, okay? Your email address. Yes, so, and then you talked about if you don't have any professionals. So this is where FINGO will come. We will help you develop a professional profile. based on the experiences that you have gained in the mentorship program. So we'll help you come up with a professional profile that will address, some of the key things based on the experiences you have gained on and things you can do. So we will use it to create this professional profile for you, right? So you see, that will not address the area of experience gap. For instance, we'll take you through budgeting, we took you through forecasting, we took you through treasury management, we took you through, for those of you that have been interested in in NGO thing, cost recovery or audit, we'll talk about audit and internal control, all those things will help you because we know you've already understood it and you know how it works. Okay, even if you've not had the opportunity to be on placement, we'll help you carve those things as a professional profile. So that's why I said mentorship program is something you cannot afford to miss. Because when you now put it, somebody reads it, the person knows what you can do. He knows and is confident of the things that you can do. It's very important, okay? So, and that is what the mentorship program is also giving you a leverage to bridge the gap, okay? To bridge the gap for some of the skills. Now, somebody is asking, are we paying money? Yes. So for the mentorship program is registered for, and it's just a token. It is just a token. It's just a token. Let me just get that information. So it's just a token of 15,900. Maybe you just joined. And let me paste the information in the chat. Okay. It's 15,000. And what we are asking you to pay for it is first, if people don't pay for something, they are not serious. That's just the truth. If it's free, like this one today, you see this one that is free. Imagine how many people that are here today, right? If, assuming that we say this webinar now, we have to pay 100,000 to attend, you see people will attend. So these are Nigerians for you. So it's 15,900 only. Like I said, it's not even enough for money for 30 December, but it's going to be an investment that will change your life and your career. So because part of things we are trying to do is that we are going to use that opportunity to bridge the gap in your experience. And some of you that just joined, we also mentioned that I just posted the link. You can register through seller.com. You can also pay directly to the bank accounts, Fidelity Bank accounts, FINGO Consulting Limited, and then you share the evidence of payments with Joshua. Joshua is the community manager in the volunteer network WhatsApp group. Okay. So I posted the information in the chat box here. So you saw the detail. It's 15,900. And I want to encourage everyone. So now areas of expertise, all the things we've talked about, risk management, procurement, budgeting, we'll put as areas of, so you see, you may not necessarily have that practical experience, but your CV shows what you can do. So, okay, so see what we did. Then key career highlights. We have key career highlights. So this key career highlights talks about what also your key highlights, which in this case, you may not be able to talk about because for somebody that does not have experience at all. But again, your key career highlights will not include some of the things or some of the exercises, some of the things you have done, either as a placement, when we have a placement, or in FINGO. So we'll help you also guide you on how you can do your key career highlights and all that. And for this person, she has some experiences, then some professional development, current career experience. This person has experience. Yeah. So you see here, we are not talking about duties. You see things organized and instituted key events to promote team alignment and collaboration. So we use a verb, a doing word, to show what you can do, not job duties, not job roles, not adverts. Some people copy job adverts. So, and if your CV is too long, you don't need to make it too long. Some of the other places you've worked, we can call it prior tenure and just put the name of the company and summarize what you did in all those other ones. Because those ones may not have a direct impact or link to the job requirements. We can summarize it there. And then, of course, some of the things you did, maybe mentorship program or internship, we can talk about it as earlier career synopsis, volunteer experiences, and then have this holistic skill portfolio. We will now look at some of the key skills you have gained, especially from the mentorship, and show you how you put them here. Okay, then personal details. Somebody paid us $300 to do this. Okay, and I just wanted to share it to see what we are saying, how we can support you to have a professional CV. It's not a charge. You can do that, but again, when it's done by a human person, when you do your own, you will know. We are not asking you for money to do CV. All we are just saying, register for the mentorship program. We are going to have session on that. We are going to support you, train you, prepare your CV, show you opportunities that are available. You apply for those opportunities, and we walk you through on some of the expectations or some of the interview questions, likely interview questions, and help you. You may not get some, but definitely you will get some, because some of them also are terrain or industry we are very, very familiar with. So we just decided to share this so that you have an idea of how your CV needs to look like. Because people think, oh, we've been applying for job roles, they are not calling us because we don't know anybody. Leave all those things. There's nothing like that. Yes, in some instances, you need somebody, but also some instances, you don't need anybody to get a role. So please, as we wrap up the section, we want to encourage, please, that is on this call. We already have a lot of people that have already subscribed to the mentorship program. This is our second webinar, actually. The last webinar we had a full house. We talked about the new Nigerian tax law, and we had a full house. Of course, we suspected that people may not really join this one because of Christmas and the holiday, but we needed to have this because it is not when 2026 starts, you start planning. We plan before 2026, okay? You plan before 2026, and we think that we need to encourage everyone as much as possible to participate in the mentorship program. It is just 15,900. 15,900. Our original cost or fee for this participation fee was 49,700, but we decided to slash it 15,000. First is that because this is the flagship program, and we want to make sure that we have enough people so that we can also support some of the organizations that may require placement, those that need pro bono services. So please take advantage of that. Like I said, if you join this mentorship program and you don't have value at the end of the day, we'll refund your money. We are not doing this because of the money. We're only doing this because we want to support you, get opportunities that are available within our own reach, and of course, get other opportunities that are available, across sectors. So that is the essence of the mentorship program. So please, I've shared the details. You can pay through Seller. You can also pay through through the bank account detail. Let me also share for some of us that have not joined the WhatsApp group, let me also share the detail of the WhatsApp group. It's important that we join because that is where we share most of the information about FINGO and how you can take advantage of some of the things that, some of the opportunities that we have. So I really want to encourage everyone to join the WhatsApp group. It's very important. Is some of the things we are trying to do. We've not seen it yet in terms of organizations that are using the model we are trying to bring, but we feel that it will help us engage and train more finance experts and prepare them and make them job ready, and at the same time provide FINGO the opportunity to send volunteers on placements. Like I said, we usually have requests of placements, and such requests we definitely have to consider people who are in our mentorship program. First, because mentorship program is an opportunity for us to know you as a person. We want to know you. We can't just send you to a company as a finance person without knowing you, so that we'll not hear that money is missing or that something has happened, because we may be in Lagos, the company is in Abuja. But mentorship people also give us a platform, not just to mentor you, but to know you in person and to support you to be able to access such opportunities. Okay? So this mentorship program is to empower finance volunteers with practical skills, hands-on guidance, and right management tools needed for job readiness and effectively, transparently and sustainably supports both NGOs and startups and micro, small, medium enterprise. Okay, any question? I know I've addressed some of the questions in the chat box. Do we still have any question? Any question? Do you have any question or need further clarification? Especially about the mentorship program. Is there anything you want us to clarify? Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for this time. Thank you for joining this webinar today, and thank you for making out time. We know this is towards the end of the year, people are already in holiday mood, but making out time to join this webinar means a whole lot for us. And we want you to, I'm sure you have gained one or two things from our conversations and from this webinar. So we actually look forward to having you on board in the mentorship program. Like we said, it's money back guarantee. If you don't have value, we refund you your money. 15,100 cannot even buy a plate of food now in Abuja, for instance. So it's nothing, okay? So, but however, we want you to be serious, because if it doesn't cost you something, you will not be serious. We'll be chasing you to even to attend sessions. And sometimes people don't know that they are their own problem. No witch, no devil, nobody's disturbing them. You are your own problem. Okay, because the moment you decide to take your life serious, life will take you serious. And all we are just trying to do is to prepare you to give you that opportunity. And we said that this is an opportunity you will never regret. So we look forward to meeting you. And it's not only me that will be teaching in the mentorship program. We have a lot of people that will be joining as facilitators just to ensure that you have the right value. And at the end of the day, our success is not the number of people that will register. We want more people to register, but our success or our measurement for success is the number of people, even while we are in the mentorship program. You know, number of people that even start getting jobs, not just our placement, but will start getting jobs due to the mentorship program. That's how we measure our success. And we hope that you will be one of them, okay? And don't say you are in school. We know a lot of people that are in school, depending on how your academic is, that are in school also, they are also working and have a flexible, like I told you about remote jobs. We'll share two opportunities about remote jobs. So there's a lot of things you can do. Those days are gone when you say you want to finish school before you do a lot of things. The world is moving too fast. So we can help you navigate some of those complexities and support you as appropriate. So thank you very much, everyone. So I look forward to hearing from you. So you will see the WhatsApp watch list. Please click on it and join the watch list. Some of you may not have cash now. Maybe you're expecting to have cash before the end of the year or early next year. The deadline actually is January. Sometime in January will be the deadline for registration. So that we want to plan for the people we have in the room. Okay, so we'll cut it off at some time in January, but the session is starting 8th of February and to go through first week of April. Once every week, 3 hours per week. Sorry, once every week, yes, 3 hours per week. Okay, 3 solid hours. And it's going to be on Saturdays in the evening. 3 solid hours every Saturday evening, every week for 8 weeks. And it's going to be life-changing. And the good thing is that after the cohort 1, we'll still have other cohorts, but for cohort 1, we already have other engagement that will still be happening within the group that are things that are not even addressed in the class. So you already have a family that will support you in your finance journey. And if you're a student here, tell your friends, these days are gone when you want to finish school to start applying, or you want to finish school and then to start, I beg to apply. Those days are gone. You can have all the experience that you need as a student, okay? Before you are graduating, you already have opportunities waiting for you. Okay, so take advantage of this and tell your friend, and tell a friend to also tell a friend that this is an opportunity, a lifetime opportunity. We don't know any organization or any company that's doing what FINGO is doing in this regard, and we really want to encourage you to take advantage of it. So thank you very much, and enjoy your holiday, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you, and bye-bye.